Well, with that, we're going to move on to the second big debate on India Upfront. Well, with the nation and the world all set to ring in 2023, the fringe groups are all out to set the morality code of their own accord. Now, the Muslim body, Raza Academy, has asked Muslim youth to avoid attending the 31st December parties, calling such celebrations haram. Making the appeal, the Raza Academy's president, Syed Noori, has said that it is shameful activities which are being witnessed in such celebrations, and hence Muslim youth should not become part of it. Now, this comes, remember, just a week after the Bajrang Dal too had submitted a memorandum to the Bengaluru police asking them to ban the entry of Muslim in New Year parties and to have a complete ban on the celebrations itself. In fact, this letter, which was submitted to the Bengaluru Commissioner of Police, stated that Muslim men misuse pubs and bars for love jihad and should therefore be kept away from the 31st of December parties.
कि साल के आखिरी रात जिसे लोग 31st नाइट कहते हैं, इस रात में कौन सी ऐसी बेहयाई है जो इस रात को अंजाम नहीं दी जाती है। ऐसी खुलेआम फहश हरकतें की जाती है जिससे देखकर शैतान भी शर्मा जाए। ऐसे नाजायज़ और हराम काम में हर मजहब और हर जात और हर उम्र के लोग शामिल होते हैं। अब भी वक्त है कि हम अपने बच्चों की निगरानी करें, इनको बेहयाई से रोकें, ऐसी महफिलों के नुकसानात से इनको आशना करें। अरकान रज़ा एकेडमी आपसे अपील करते हैं कि 31st नाइट को आप अज़ान दें, आयत करीमा और दरूद शरीफ का ख़त्म रखें, मसाजिद, मज़ारात और दरगाहों के ट्रस्टियान देर रात तक इनको खुला रखें।
Now, many of the clerics too have denounced this call, this fatwa against New Year parties by Raza Academy diktat. In fact, they've said that it runs against the teachings of the faith as well.
जिन लोगों ने ये ऐसी अपील की है, उन्हें ये सोचना चाहिए कि अल्लाह पाक जो हम पूरी कायनात का मालिक है, वो कहता है कि या अय्युहन नास इन्ना खलकनाकुम मिन ज़करिय्युम व उन्सा, ऐ लोगों हमने तुम्हें एक ही मर्द और औरत से पैदा किया है, तुम्हारे दूध और खून के रिश्ते हैं। और हज़रत ईसा अलैहिस्सलाम हो या हज़रत मूसा हो या हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम हो, इन सब का अदब व एहतराम, और चाहे हमारे हिंदुस्तान में श्री कृष्ण और श्री राम हो, इन सब का एहतराम हमारे ऊपर लाजिम है। जैसे हिंदू नववर्ष और मुस्लिम नववर्ष यानी इस्लामिक कैलेंडर के हिसाब से इस्लामिक नववर्ष, इसी तरह से ईसवी कैलेंडर से नववर्ष जो है वो पहली जनवरी से होता है। मैं ये समझता हूँ ऐसा कहना ये गलत है।
Meanwhile, politics also has broken out over this call that New Year celebrations are haram. The BJP sees it as an attempt to vitiate the atmosphere, but surprisingly, there were some who lent their support to the Muslim body, with the National Conference echoing Raza Academy's call that haram activities are performed during New Year celebrations.
मतलब मनाओ नहीं मनाओ, आपके मन की इच्छा हो सकती है, मनाना नहीं मनाना, लेकिन द्वेष पैदा करना, वातावरण निर्मित करना, ऐसा कुछ नेचर और स्वभाव सा इनका बन गया है। और मुझे लगता है वर्तमान भारत के अंदर किसी भी धर्म के प्रति द्वेष पैदा करना आज समाज उसको स्वीकार नहीं करता है।
तो मैं उनको कहूँगा कि ये जो साल है, ये तो अंग्रेज़ों का ही साल है, हिंदुस्तान का तो इसमें कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है। लेकिन अब चूँकि जनवरी फरवरी से शुरू होता है, एंड दिसंबर में होता है, तो हमें तो मालूम नहीं है कि वो जो देसी महीने सावन, जेठ, हाड़, बैसाख कहाँ है तो कहाँ ख़त्म हो गया। अब मौजूदा जनरेशन को ये समझना चाहिए कि हमारा जो कल्चर है वो क्या है। इस्लाम के साथ कोई चीज़ जुड़ी नहीं है, इस्लाम के साथ इसका कोई ताल्लुक वास्ता नहीं है। अब अगर कोई इसमें गलत इसका इस्तेमाल करता है तो वो उसको आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहिए, उसको जनरलाइज नहीं करना चाहिए कि भाई नया साल कोई सेलिब्रेट कर रहा है, उसका गलत इस्तेमाल कर रहा है, उसको मौज मस्ती का सामान तैयार करता है, तो वो गलत है।
So let me go across. Joining us today, our panelist, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, continues to be here with us, and author also Majid Hyderi, a political analyst. Majid Hyderi, my first question is to you. A fatwa in the name of religion against celebrating and having parties on New Year's, is that even acceptable in a democracy?
Well, Meghna Saiba, kullu nafsin zaikatul maut. With these verses from Holy Quran, which mean that every soul shall taste death, I extend my heartfelt condolences to Honorable Prime Minister on the demise of his mother. See, when you ask about this question, I feel and I believe that the Raza Academy people have behaved much better than how the BJP leadership, in particular some lawmakers, have reacted to Besharam Rang and Pathan. The Raza Academy people have only come up with an advisory, whereas BJP people have said that we should boycott Pathan, we should not watch this movie. They have sought the censorship of the song and some screens from there, and even the censor board is moving on the same line. So at least they are behaving much in line with their exercise of powers as vested in them by Article 19, which is freedom of expression.
You don't see anything wrong in giving out calls saying that this is haram. Telling people, telling young minds that this is haram.
See, they have only come up with an opinion much in exercise of the right to freedom of expression. Article 19, this is their fundamental right. You can't stop them. But at least they are not stopping anybody. They are not saying ban or boycott the New Year parties. That is my point. Much like the way BJP leaders in particular have done with regard to Pathan showing some Besharam. Sorry, I mean, in reaction to Besharam.
You're doing apples to oranges comparison, but Majid Hyderi, even if I do accept that.
Who is the better Indian? For me,
even the Bajrang will say all we have said is suggest that you shouldn't do it. How is then the Raza Academy any different from the Bajrang Dal, which you don't accept, but you will endorse Raza Academy?
I am judging them who is the better Indian. I say Raza Academy people are better Indians as compared to those BJP leaders who came up with ban and boycott demand for Pathan or Deepika Padukone's song for that matter. They are not into any kind of violence. They have behaved very responsibly, much like civilized citizens should behave in a country like India.
I fail to understand your contention. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, maybe you can explain this to us. There is faith on one hand, then you have freedom. In a democracy, where is that line?
That line doesn't exist anymore, because the moment we start talking about religion, that line disappears, because let's be very honest about it. Yet again, I'm afraid, Meghna, we are snaring the fundamentalists and sparing the fundamentals. Allah has defined just who is a good Muslim. 33:36, 3:132, 8:2, 49:15. And that Allah has said, my every word is inviolable. 33:62, 6:115, 18:27, 6:34. So look, a practicing Muslim who believes in the Sharia and every single word that there is in the Holy Quran is a good Muslim. While a Muslim who drinks, fornicates, indulges in idle talk or music, supports Muslim women who reject the burqa, draws a portrait of whosoever he wishes to, marries a non-Muslim, is homosexual, gives equal share of inheritance to females, and is fine with this, all his fellow Muslims being all of the above, is a bad Muslim.
No, where does Hinduism stop you from watching Pathan?
Majid Hyderi, we'll just come to you. I'll give you time. Hear him out.
Now you see Majid Hyderi, who is against homosexuality, who doesn't want to give equal share of inheritance to females, is rattled. So rattled that he decided to interrupt me. But the point here is, he loves the fundamentals, and the fundamentals are very clear. Does Majid Hyderi drink? No. Does he consume pork? No. Is he against homosexuality? Yes. Does he want to give equal share of inheritance to females? No. So he's a good Muslim. Why is he irritating at me? I am praising him. Majid bhai, aapko to praise kar raha hu main.
Majid Hyderi, does it really come down to that? Fundamentals versus fundamentalism. Which one are you backing?
No, Meghna Sahib, I am proud of Islamic fundamentals and I feel proud to be a Muslim for that matter. But my very humble question is, Anand bhai, does Hinduism anywhere stop you from watching Besharam Rang or Pathan?
Now you will get context. Now you will get interpretation.
Anand bhai, does Hinduism allow you to try to defame or malign a woman like Deepika Padukone only because she has come with a really beautiful song?
इसमें हिंदुइज्म और वो कहाँ से आ गया?
Majid Hyderi, आपको context चाहिए? मैं थोड़ा सा context दे देती हूँ. Let me give a little bit of, permit me to give a little bit of context. There were fatwas against Nusrat Jahan for wearing sindoor. There were fatwas against Sania Mirza for wearing a short skirt when she was playing. Several such instances.
See,
all of that are there. You know them, I know them. Will you accept that also and say, ये तो बस opinion था?
No, Meghna Saiba, fatwa is right to freedom of expression. Anybody can exercise, the cleric can exercise that by virtue of the right to freedom of expression as guaranteed by
in a democracy?
You forget Article
In a
19.
democracy, what's the legal standing of a fatwa? Majid Hyderi.
Meghna, please ask
What's
him.
the
Please
legal
ask him.
standing of a fatwa in a democracy?
Please ask
That
him,
is the beauty of our
do you
constitution.
condemn
Fatwa is not a
homosexuality?
binding.
If you believe the
Fatwa is not
constitution,
a
you
binding.
believe
Just
by the
ask
law
him.
book. You
Meghna
live by
Saiba,
the laws of India and not by the fatwa
Meghna
culture.
Saiba, fatwa is not a legal binding. It's not a binding. But when you
ये तो
threaten
opinion
for a
है.
boycott call or a ban call,
When
it
you go
becomes
ahead
a binding
and pull
which
a
can create
fatwa
violence.
and announce a fatwa against women for exercising their right to choice, Majid Hyderi,
No,
you are
see-
today saying that
see-
that's the choice of the people who make
See,
it.
I told you fatwa is not a legal binding and it does not incite violence, whereas boycott call for Pathan or Besharam
Dr. Anand
or the ban
Ranganathan.
call incites violence.
Dr.
That is
Anand
my simple
Ranganathan,
point.
apparently
The
वो भी
Indian
right to
people are
choose
the
है,
better
to
Indians.
choose
For me, they are the better
to
Indians.
issue a fatwa against a person. That's also
No,
a
I am
right
supporting
apparently.
the better Indians. That is my
Now,
humble
can
point.
And that
please-
makes for a better Indian. Anand Ranganathan, that makes for a better
see,
Indian.
When he says he supports better Indian, I trust him. I trust Majid Bhai. That is why I ask him, is the definition of better Indian someone who condemns homosexuality? Yes or no?
See, the point
Quick
is
question.
simple.
Yes or no?
Anybody
Answer.
Quickly, can we have a
abides
yes or no
by the
answer?
Constitution is a better Indian. And so
Answer
Raza
now.
Academy people are better
Answer
Indians.
yes or no.
They
Would
have
you
not
answer
sought
that?
boycott of Pathan.
Answer.
Raza
Majid
Academy
Hyderi,
has
would
not
you
sought
answer
boycott
that?
of Pathan.
Someone who condemns homosexuality. Is a better Indian someone who condemns homosexuality? Answer now.
See, that is
Answer.
again my right to freedom of expression.
Now,
I do
right
not
to
It's
freedom of
necessarily
decriminalized. You say you have faith in the constitution.
It is so easy to
It is
expose
not
Majid
against the
Hyderi.
law, and yet Majid Hyderi perhaps says that this is my freedom of expression. It is
Yes.
also then the freedom of expression to go around and saying you must have a Sanskari New Year and define what Sanskari is to them. We are running out of time. Thank you so much, Anand Ranganathan, for joining us, as well as Majid Hyderi for that entertaining conversation we've had. With that, we're going to be wrapping up. Don't go anywhere. Kritzveen joins you on the other side.